So there's a video that's been doing its rounds. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers reacting to it. It's from a channel called Cut that I used to watch fairly frequently, but I've never seen this one. But every YouTuber and their dog has been reacting to it. A lot of you have been sending it to me to react to, and it's called 7 High Schoolers Decide Who Wins $1,000. What could go wrong? This is like very mild Lord of the Flies, except it's just being broadcasted to 8.5 million people. I am already so glad that this wasn't a thing when I was in high school. Before we begin, I'd like to say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and now let's jump into this weird little social experiment.
We should describe everyone's situation first.
Well, I just don't want anybody to leave with their feelings hurt or my problems aren't big enough and I feel ashamed for talking about what I have to deal with.
Well, no one will feel like that.
Well, you don't know that though.
7 high schoolers compete for $1,000, only one can win. This already feels like they're just preying on high schoolers because they know this is gonna be a shit show. The guy in the green jumper and the guy with the chain, incredible style.
What's high school like right now?
It's hell.
Yeah.
It's a fucking prison, holy.
I think they're all enjoying their high school experience.
I'm gonna do 4 elimination rounds. If you cannot decide, nobody gets the money.
No pressure.
Round 1.
I think we should describe everyone's situation first very briefly
Well,
we
because
do not have
we could do it that way.
What is this chick in the middle doing right now? These two are discussing how to fairly approach this challenge, and she's doing like a lowercase TikTok dance in the middle.
Somebody says something super personal that they wish they hadn't said because they didn't end up getting the money and it didn't help them, you know, that could feel like really bad or people could feel like ashamed about
I mean, that's fair enough and a nice way of looking at it, but this is all about that cash money. No one cares. You all just want $1,000, that's it.
But I would do it on $1,000 just help.
Oh, this is dystopian. They're like, let me get up and justify to a group of strangers, I'm assuming, why I deserve this potential $1,000 that has been thrust upon me in this challenge.
But I would do it on $1,000 just help start an online clothing business.
What kind of clothing will you be selling?
You know this chick has a much better reason to have that $1,000 just by how she said that.
What kind of clothing will you be selling?
Oh man, he looks so shy. Look at the body language.
Streetwear oriented, something to do with like pop culture.
Oh, he is adorable. He's gonna get voted out immediately. That is a nice and expensive looking shirt. Don't know if this dude needs $1,000, but we don't judge because we just don't know.
Want the $1,000 for my education. I'm in full IB, so for each test that you take, you have to pay a certain amount.
I'm a senior right now and just want to put the money towards college and being able to afford like textbooks.
She had a power stance the entire time. I'm sold.
Obviously it'd be cool to like take my girl out or get a Gucci belt or something.
His priorities are on point and honest too.
I'm taking like a couple classes in my high school that has college credits towards it, a good $600.
Again, sound reasoning. Would also not be mad if he just bought a Gucci belt though.
So most of my money would go to like paying my car insurance and my like school fees. And then on top of that, I got invited to a wedding in Florida. And whatever I had left over, I'd try to get a good plane ticket over there so I could be at the wedding.
Is it, these people are in high school? Why are they paying school fees? She's paying for her school in high school and car insurance. How do you afford to do that in high school?
I want to be a marine biologist when I grow up. I love the ocean, I love animals. It's just where I get my happiness from, really. There's this trip to the Bahamas, which is very, very expensive, and $1,000 would help me go to that.
Can we just really analyze each and every one of their reactions to that statement?
I feel like it'd be a super cool experience.
Is it like a trip through your school or like?
No.
So just a personal interest thing,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
In my current
Oh, the self-restraint every single one of them has not to just be like, you're out. Let me get this straight. We've got like school fees, college fees, car insurance, fixing your car, X, Y, and Z. And this chick stands up and she's like, I'd really like to go to the Bahamas because I love the ocean. Oh dear, that is ballsy. Really ballsy.
In my current home, I'm pretty much left to fund myself, basically, and it really sucks because the school that I go to, they don't supply buses to my house area, so I have to take Ubers like everywhere, and it's like,
Hey, that's expensive.
yeah, it's like a lot of.
Oh, I don't deal well with people crying in public. I don't know what it is, but like this specifically, like someone being upset and is on camera, and I just get so, you know.
It's like a lot of stress on me, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. It's like I'm being forced to grow up so fast, and I'm only 16.
Okay, you know what? The sympathy play is gonna work out in her favor. That's exactly how you get $1,000. You cry and you say you're being forced to grow up too fast. Not negating her struggle.
Nina, were you the one that said we shouldn't do what we just did?
I don't know, I think it can make people feel like their reasons aren't good enough or automatically make people feel like, well, we should give her the money or give him the money for this reason or that reason. So I think if we decided through like a random competition, that's a way that nobody could feel attacked or feel hurt by specific people.
She seems very emotionally intelligent and aware of other people's feelings, has a bit of a decent grasp on equity.
I feel the opposite personally. Because
These two are gonna have some kind of it. Overalls chick does not like car insurance, and plane ticket chick.
She's working really hard, and if she's trying to just get through school, that's a bigger reason than like buying a plane ticket.
Why is she coming for her throat right now? She could have made that point without being like, that's a better reason than buying a plane ticket. Even though the plane ticket was only a small part of what she was talking about earlier.
Feel comfortable talking about the stuff I have going on at home, that would make a difference.
Again, very valid point. Just for her reasoning and logic skills, I would give her the $1,000.
We need to vote.
Okay, this is one vote for Jordan.
So this is them for getting voted out, right?
Another one for Colleen. Another one for me. EJ.
So there's a tie. How do you guys want to do it? Vote again, or do you want them
Just
to
vote
decide?
again. Just vote.
Just vote. Just vote.
Just read
I know I'm gonna be out, so just vote.
Oh, she's annoying me. Oh, but she's young. She'd be what, like 15, 16? But this is like younger behavior than that, I feel.
I know I'm gonna be out, so just vote.
What?
Because I don't know, everyone has something against me, so.
I don't think it's anything.
What's the drama? What is happening? I feel like she's been attacking Nina. I hope her name is Nina. She's been attacking Nina a little bit, being a little bit aggressive there. Her fundamental reason of why she wanted $1,000 is so she could go on a personal trip to the Bahamas, relevant to nothing other than the fact that she would like to go to the Bahamas. She tied with the making a clothing brand dude and thinks everyone has something against her. I think I'm starting to see why this video gets reacted to a lot.
And one for Jordan. Sorry, Colin. No, it's 3-2.
Poor Colin. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted Jordan to get voted out. She's being a little bit of a just not the best sport.
I mean, I kind of expected it, so I have nothing against any of you.
And lucky for him, there are multiple ways to start a clothing brand without needing $1,000 up front. The bare minimum you are going to need is a nice website that you can make through the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. Squarespace is one of the easiest to use website development tools where you can make beautiful websites. It is still the start of 2021, so if you're anything like Khaled and you want to get a project up and running, Squarespace is the place to do it. You can start an e-commerce website and sell products online. You can make a portfolio for clients, whether that's photography, videography, graphic design. If you're in uni, you should get started on a website now to build up a portfolio of all of the work that you've done for when you start applying for jobs. That's what I personally did, at least. It's an all-in-one platform, so there's no plugins, no patches, no updates ever. And if you were here for the last one, I started showing you how you can make an e-commerce store easily with Squarespace. I'm basically making my clothing brand Rift Supply Co.'s website, but on Squarespace, just so you can see it's not actually as daunting as it sounds sometimes. So today I'm going to focus on like the back end of setting up your product. So you can go to Pages, Shop, we'll go to the one that I'm currently wearing. So here's where you can basically set the price. And as for the units, it's set to infinity, but you always want to track your inventory, otherwise things are going to keep selling even when it's sold out and you'll run into a bit of an issue. I've only put small, medium and large here for the sake of simplicity. And let's just say we've got 300 of each, but that's all sorted and now you'll see it updated on this page. While you're making your products and before your website goes live, or if you're just adding new products, you always want to put things on hidden. And then when it comes up to release day, you can schedule it so it's all released at the same time. Down here is where you can add tags, and this is important because when people are searching for things on your website, you want them to be able to find it quickly. So you'd put things like t-shirt, mustard tee, anything you think someone is going to search for when they are looking for this product. So that's all I've got for my quick tutorial today. And Squarespace is offering all of you 10% off your first purchase with them. Just go to squarespace.com/BrianneWorth or click the link in the description to start building your online presence. That's squarespace.com/BrianneWorth and use the code BrianneWorth to get started today.
I feel like we should do something fun, you know, something to bring up the mood.
That's big mum energy. That is the mum of the group if I've ever seen one.
Maybe we can say with one foot the longest, maybe.
Should we do that? One leg standing up, first one falling out.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
She's just trying to bring the mood up at all costs.
I'm Buddhist, everybody, so I do this like 10 times a
We
day.
do like challenge.
What? A, what is the correlation there? B, I'm not really getting Buddhist vibes from this chick.
I don't know if you guys are busy.
Oh.
I'm out. Are you out? Oh.
Oh, something tells me she's not about to take this very well.
How do you feel? Do you think that was fair during the...
No.
Did you say no?
No, it's not fair.
I don't think anybody had like an upper hand.
Whoa, hey, come now. Calm now, brown cow. What do you mean? Start the challenge by saying she's Buddhist and does this 10 times a day so it's easy for her. Oh man, this is why I think this is maybe a little bit unethical, because this chick is like clearly in the throes of her social development still and general self-awareness, but it's being recorded and like broadcasted to millions of people. And if she's annoying me all the way in Australia and I'm realizing that this is a weird situation to put teenagers in, how much is she annoying people that can't really put two and two together and are just going to be aggressive towards her online probably?
Upper hand in that.
I'm be hella mean. I'm be so mean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Why?
Okay. Drama, let's make it interesting.
So we're not gonna listen to the couch, right guys?
Why is she being mean? Where did the sass come from? This is a lot of cranky energy out of nowhere for a Buddhist.
Who's the leader here?
Nina.
I feel like it's a
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nina.
Oh man, I just want to sit her down and just have a chat. She is going for Nina's throat. I don't. For what? I'm wondering if there was like hours and hours of footage that were edited out, because that level of animosity doesn't seem to come from nowhere usually.
Are you hearing the couch?
Yeah, I heard it very well.
There are many other versions of this, like these people decide who gets $1,000. Like there's 7 strangers decide, 7 co-workers decide, 7 sisters decide. But if you watch these, are all of them this tumultuous, to put it lightly?
No, I'm not saying this is that. You keep influencing everyone.
Ow.
Yeah,
How am I
no,
influencing?
I think she's just trying to make everything.
The body language on him though, and why are they sitting so close together? Like they're basically sitting on top of each other and he looks a little bit scared.
Is it cool if we stop getting input from the couch for a little bit? Because this is between, in conclusion, us 5. Do people agree?
That's a fair
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is she crying? Why is this escalated so much over seemingly nothing?
The reasoning underneath that is that like my family also can't pay for it and it's stuff that I like nobody knows.
This is not things that should be aired online while they're competing for $1,000 from this show that's probably made like 80 grand off this one thing. Just in AdSense, like 8.5 million views, that's at least, I don't actually know to be honest. Depends on the CPM, it's a lot of money they would be making. I don't like this like oppression Olympics that they've forced these kids into. This is weird.
So can we think of anything else we can do that's like...
Let's just vote someone out.
Oh dude.
Red light, green
Red
light.
light, green light.
I don't like her yelling like that, mate. It's just really grinding my gears. I can understand why this video is doing its rounds now.
Quiz.
That quiz sounds pretty.
Yeah, we can do like a quiz on.
Can I quiz you on ocean facts?
Why? Why? She's literally foaming at the mouth. What? Has she been crying? What is this face for? Haley looks upset as well.
I cannot compare myself to what you two are going through. I live in a city where there's a lot of things accessible. I have a job, you know, I want to vote myself off just because you guys deserve a lot more.
Self-aware, selfless, especially for a high schooler. Snaps for that one. Forgotten her name. Really not good with names.
I mean, I'm gonna give it to Heather if you are. You're cool with that.
I like Nina. I'm just gonna put that out there. I enjoy Nina's vibe. I'm gonna tell you, I don't enjoy the amount of crying in something that should be fairly straightforward. But I get it. They're on the spot. That's a weird situation. It's a weird situation to put high schoolers in as a whole. Well, that was weird as. Really odd. All right, that is all for this video, you guys. I'm a bit weirded out. I don't know if that should have happened. If you're new here, I give shout outs at the end of every video to people who subscribe and put the bell on. And this video's shout out goes to Matt Hall, who commented on my last video. So if you want to watch that, that'll be linked below. If not, I will see you in a few days with a new video.